Rich, I am so glad you're home.
What's up?
I have been on the phone with your mother. She has been asking me a million questions about Venice.
Well, yeah, she's concerned about Brooke and Thorne.
Well, apparently your dad has been trying to keep her mind off of it, but it hasn't worked.
What did you tell her?
Well, nothing at first. I just told her that we were really busy and we were running around a lot and we didn't see your brother very much, and then that only made her more suspicious.
Oh, God.
Your dad was right, though. You know, she really does have all this concern in her voice. She sounds like she knows something's up.
No, Doc, nothing is up now. Not now. Brooke and Thorne are finished, all right? That's what we have to believe.
Well, that's what I kept trying to tell her, and I thought that I was able to ease her mind a little bit, but Rich, she sounds so fragile. She has all this fear about Brooke, and it's not healthy for her. I did everything I could, though, sweetheart. I did everything I could to convince her that she has nothing to worry about. But I don't think she believed me.
I never thought I'd say this about the father of my children, but you are a despicable human being, Eric, and I hate you for what you've done.
I didn't do anything to you, Brooke. You brought this on yourself.
Oh, come on. You're gonna say you had nothing to do with this? This was probably your idea.
You know what, Brooke? It was my idea. It was my idea to send Taylor and Ridge to Venice.
Right. To trick me. To try to destroy my
You
relationship
forced
with
my hand, Brooke. I had to show you some reality.
There was nothing real about what happened in that hotel room. It was orchestrated by Ridge.
And you responded. You thought that Ridge wanted you back, and you responded. Doesn't that tell you anything?
No, that's not what happened.
God. Why didn't you and Thorne listen to me? I told you this relationship was wrong, that this relationship would never last. It couldn't, because you still have feelings for Ridge. And whatever pain that you and Thorne are going through right now is nothing compared to the anguish it would have caused if you had continued it.
You really believe this is going to prove something? I mean, you actually believe that? The only thing that this is going to prove is that my relationship with Thorne is the only healthy, decent relationship that I've ever had with a man.
I think I should raise the hemline. Yeah, I think it can go higher.
Absolutely not. Come on, you cannot improve on perfection, Bucky. Ladies, you look wonderful, as usual. Thank you very much.
We'll work on it later.
Nice work, Clark.
Oh, thank
These
you.
designs can definitely compete with Forrester's Princess line.
Thanks.
Compete? What's that? Come on. Spectra's Millennium 2000 collection does not compete. It's going to completely change the face of the LA fashion scene. No more chasing after Forrester.
Speaking of chasing after Forrester, has anybody heard from Macy?
Nope, not yet.
Why don't you try the voicemail again, Darla?
You got it, boss lady.
She's been in Venice a couple of days. I would have thought she would have checked in by now.
I know, but there's no point in worrying until we have to.
Sal? Yep. Mace did call. She left a message.
What'd she say?
She's coming home.
Macy's on her way back from Venice. When's she getting in?
Well, I'm not sure. She just said that she was fine and that she'd see us soon.
And that's all? No mention of Thorne?
No.
You know, that's strange. She flies halfway around the world to confront this guy, and she says she's fine. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. How did she sound, Darla?
Really? She just sounded fine.
Well, but did she sound excited or depressed?
I really couldn't tell.
You know, I don't get it. We've been here all day. Why didn't she just call the office line?
Well, I think it's fairly obvious she did not want to speak to any of us. And that does not sound good for Macy.
Oh, God. You don't think that maybe she ran into Thorne and Brooke together, do you?
In Venice?
Yeah.
What, Thorne and Brooke are in Venice together?
It's possible, Adam.
Well, then it's high time Macy found out about it. Maybe she can get that jerk out of her life once and for all.
Well, she really sounded okay on the phone.
Maybe she was just covering Darla.
No. Macy is completely devoted to Thorne. If he betrayed her, she'd be devastated, and she couldn't cover that.
Macy wouldn't hide anything from us. We're her family.
But you know, it's possible that maybe it isn't this family that she's covering for.
What do you mean?
I mean, we all know that Macy is a very strong, self-reliant young lady, and if she finds out unhappily that there is something going on between Brooke and Thorne, it will be very painful, yes. But she will survive it. But the Forrester family won't. I mean, take Stephanie, for example. That woman is in no condition to stand hearing a revelation of this sort. The shock of it could literally kill her.
Taylor, we've got to keep my mother from obsessing about this. We got to convince her there's nothing going on with Brooke and Thorne.
I know. Believe me, I gave it my best shot.
Maybe I should call her back.
No.
Taylor, we got to do something here. She knows Brooke's back in town. She's just going to confront her.
She won't.
You know how she is. If she wants answers, she's going to get them.
Not from Brooke. She told me with her own mouth that she never wants to have contact with Brooke again. That was one of the reasons she called me. She wanted me to reassure her that I would help keep Brooke away from her for the rest of her life.
Okay, great. Did you give her that assurance?
Yeah, but it wasn't easy. I mean, she kept going on and on about how frightened she was about the very idea of Brooke sinking her claws into Thorne. I mean, she was telling me that she couldn't bear the thought of Brooke destroying another member of this family.
Of course she can't bear it, Doc. That's why we went to Venice, isn't it? And that's why we had to break them up.
I don't know, maybe if she knew what we really did, maybe that would make her feel better.
No. My mother can never find out how close Thorne came to making that mistake. Never.
Ridge, she's already aware of something. Ever since the night Amber and Rick renewed their wedding vows, she's known something hasn't been right. And she was telling me how strangely Thorne and Brooke have both been acting. Brooke wants to be her new best friend, and Thorne refuses to marry Macy. And then she really started to put two and two together when she heard that they were in Venice together.
Why did Sally Spectra have to open this whole thing up anyway?
I don't know. The point is, Ridge, that your mother has been thinking about this, and she's scared to death. You know, she has been trying for years to protect this family. And then when you and I got remarried and we started having the children, she thought that the day had come that she was rid of Brooke. She just thought that day was here.
It is, Doc. It is.
Well, that better be the case, because your mother can't fight these kind of battles anymore. She just doesn't have it in her.
Brooke, your relationship with Thorne is finished.
I'm not giving up, Eric. I am not going to let you ruin this for me. Thorne and I are engaged. And in spite of everything that you have done, we will be married.
Thorne's not going to marry you now, Brooke. He saw you. He knows you still have feelings for Ridge.
He saw what you wanted him to see. It wasn't real.
Oh, are you even listening to yourself, Brooke? I mean, the fact that you would even consider pursuing this now is incredibly irresponsible.
No, Eric. What you and Ridge did was incredibly irresponsible. Playing on my vulnerabilities. You know, I actually believed Ridge. I believed that he was suffering. And so for one instant, I responded. And not out of love or desire, but because Ridge and I shared something in the past, something very special. This was not a seduction. This was a manipulation. And I fell for it. And I wish to God I didn't. I wish I pushed him away sooner, but I didn't. And Thorne saw everything. Do you even think about what this could have done to Thorne? Do you even think about that, Eric? Do you even care?
I did what I had to do, Brooke. I did it to protect the well-being of my family.
No, you did it to protect Stephanie. You didn't think about Thorne or his feelings or how this would affect him.
I know exactly how this would have affected him in the future. The pain and the regret that he would go through going on with this relationship with you. I know how this would affect him because I've been there, and I wasn't going to let it happen again. Now, I wanted to stop this thing, and I have. Now, you face it. You and Thorne are finished.
Are you suggesting we keep a lid on this for Stephanie's sake?
Well, first of all, we don't even know if there's anything to keep a lid on, do we?
You're gonna let him get away with this?
I swear, if he has broken her heart, hold me back. I want a piece of
Darla,
it.
please. Now, that's not going to help anything or anyone. Certainly not Macy, and especially not Stephanie. Trust me on this. That woman is right on the edge. And if she finds out about this, it'll push her right over. We do not want to put ourselves in the middle of that particular family crisis.
I agree.
Do you?
Yes. That family has caused us enough problems. It's time for us to move on. Now, Kimberly's probably getting over Rick, and if Thorne has betrayed Macy, well, then we can close the book on that relationship. It's not going to be easy on Macy, but it's for the best. I mean, they were never right for each other in the first place. Look at the fights, the divorce, Macy's alcoholism. Thorne won't ever hurt her again.
Yeah, but it wasn't always like that. Adam, you weren't around then. They had something really beautiful and special.
Whatever they had, it could be over. And if it is, I say good riddance. Let Thorne have Brooke. They deserve each other.
Forster Creations.
Megan, it's Thorne.
Where are you?
I'm calling you from the airplane.
Are you on your way home?
Yeah, I should be into LA within the hour. Listen, I need you to do something for me. I need you to get the holiday numbers from the sales department and put them on my desk. I have to present them in the morning.
Yeah, well, sure. Do you and Brooke have a meeting scheduled?
No.
You know, she's been trying to get in touch with you.
Listen, I'd appreciate if you wouldn't tell her that I called. I really don't want to get into that tonight.
Get into what? Thorne, is something wrong?
Just tell Dad that I'll get on the report first thing in the morning, okay? All I want to do right now is I just want to go home.
Thorne, are you still there?
Thorne and I are not finished, Eric. Not by a long shot. You know, I told you you're not going to get away with this. I'm going to explain everything to Thorne and tell him exactly what you did.
Brooke, there's nothing you can tell Thorne that's going to change anything. He saw all of this with his own eyes, and it's an old story. You and Ridge with your arms around each other on your bed.
Right. And I'm sure he's furious with me, and I don't blame him. But as soon as I tell him why that happened...
Oh, now, when are you going to admit that all of this happened because you still have feelings for Ridge?
No, that is not true! Thorne and I love each other, and he will forgive me.
All right, Brooke, you listen to me.
No, you listen to me. You deceived Thorne, and as soon as he finds that out, it's not going to tear us apart, Eric. It's going to bring us closer together. What you did was unforgivable. And you are going to pay for it. Because any chance you had at reuniting this precious family is gone out the window! You know, that's probably Thorne right now. Hello?
Brooke, it's Megan.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I probably shouldn't even be telling you this, but I just spoke with Thorne. He's coming home.
When?
Tonight. Look, Brooke, I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that he sounded upset with you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to take care of that. But don't worry, okay? Thanks for everything. Look, I gotta go.
Where? Where are you going?
Where I go and what I do is really none of your damn business, Eric. You have pushed me too far. I don't give a damn about you or Stephanie anymore. Thorne and I will be together, and there's nothing that anybody can do about it.
Welcome to Los Angeles. On behalf of the captain and the crew, we hope you had a pleasant trip.
I know how concerned Mother's been about all this. We all have. But I'm telling you right now, Brooke is not going to be a problem for her anymore.
That's what I told her.
And?
Well, I also felt bad about it. It was heartbreaking. Your mother was telling me how happy she is now that she's back with Eric and then seeing us building our little family, and now she feels she has everything in the world to look forward to because she hopes that Thorne and Macy are going to have that same bright future.
Well, they may have that.
They might not, Ridge. Just because we drove Thorne away from Brooke, it doesn't guarantee that he's going back to Macy.
I don't think we can worry about that right now,
Well,
Doc.
I am worried about it, Ridge, because I'd hate to think that we did all of that stuff in Venice for nothing.
Hey, we did what we had to do. It's got to be enough.
And what if it's not?
I know you're hurting, but we're going to work it out. We have to. Hello?
Brooke, it's Katie. God, I hate to interrupt, but I wanted you to know I got your message and I'm here with Bridget.
Good. Thanks, Katie. No, you're not interrupting. Thorne isn't here yet.
Are you okay? You sound nervous.
Yeah, I am a little. I mean, I think he's going to be furious.
You know what? As soon as he finds out everything that happened, it's gonna be okay.
I know, but I can't keep fooling myself. I mean, this isn't going to be easy. I just have to pray that he's going to forgive me.
Of course he will. He loves you.
I know. And I love him too. More than anything in the world. And to think that this might end. I mean, after everything that we've been through.
This is not it. It is not over. Okay? It's all been a mistake. Ridge set you up. Thorne will realize that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Honey, look, I can stay with Bridget tonight. You and Thorne take as long as you need to talk this out. You can get through to him, Brooke. This is all gonna work out.
Thanks, Katie. You know what? I gotta go. Thorne's at the door.